bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Gives it the big stiff arm. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. From the gun. Give on the inside. This is a kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Smashes ahead.
Wow.
And he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas.
Wow.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Charles. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
All right, defense.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's a heat. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 25. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're
dime
personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. This offense, not good enough.
And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Off the play fake on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block back. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Looking down the middle.
Thank goodness.
Lockstep there with the receiver.
Y'all can't cover nobody.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, they really couldn't.
Oh, but he can't throw.
Catch their physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground.
All right, let's see if I can play some offense or something.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Got room to work. He breaks a tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Charles. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Charles.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
No.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. Try to get him going there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Wants to throw again.
Wow. Whoa.
What the heck? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a connection. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
You'll set up to throw.
What? Oh!
And the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end.
Why'd you... Oh, you idiot!
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for a deep man. Snags it down the right side.
I can't believe this.
Up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally
So did I.
down.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They think there's room to run to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. This crowd knows when to bring it. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down.
What the... Why did he... They gave me the wrong guy.
1st and 10 from the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Ain't no one else doing
It'll be
this.
second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
What the
The
world?
terrain gets
What
rough
the
this
heck?
deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion.
All right, defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Y'all just suck,
Cross the
defense.
plane to get
That's all
the
I gotta
six,
say.
but they'll have the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by 7 over Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Oh, this is about the last 44 seconds.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab left side. He's loose.
Ooh, thank goodness.
He got loose. Touchdown, Texas.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at
execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Coming out with it, it's Charles. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge...
Breaks into the open.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls and fires complete. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. And the
Well, yeah, but we don't block the main person. Come on.
They knock him down behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Now facing a 3rd and long. It's reverse.
What the heck?
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd
Guess
down.
I ain't do it right.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The kick is on its way. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Charles. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running, has completely changed the way people play defense.
And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it.
And of course, you can't get the pick. You cheat, you got to get the pick.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions
Incidental contact.
back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down. Trail converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused
I was about to drop this controller.
1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Mountaineers with
Sure,
the
run all over my
1st
team.
and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got some room into the goal line.
Yeah, y'all just can't stop the run.
Touchdown, Mountaineers. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
Man, maybe the most meaningful game in college football in recent years is underway. Michigan and Ohio State, and we have a quick update. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Shoot.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Texas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that
He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like
That's where y'all just
offensively, you
can't
should go back
stop
to what's been working
anything
for you in this game.
like
Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Thank goodness.
It's going to be incomplete, going for
Ooh,
broke on
thank
second
you.
down, but third down's coming up.
He just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to...
Come on, y'all. 3rd and 12, and we just let him run for like 20 yards. Come on, team.
Well, the defense was definitely expecting a pass on that play. Their secondary was way down the field, expecting a shot vertically. They didn't blitz, and as a result, massive lanes for that running back to go through.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They're working that left side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
My secondary is terrible.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. The toss to the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Thank goodness.
And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Know what I want to do, and I'm not going to do it
Swapping
because
ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
dude, coach, what's...
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The running back has it. Breaks the tackle. He's racked up 92 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 30, he's going. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Snap in the shotgun. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Texas offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Making side adjustments here. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Brings into the open. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout.
I know, my team is
he had all the
terrible.
tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Charles. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got his man! How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Quarterback keeper. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Find space on the right.
Why'd you?
Running free. The 20.
Oh, good play.
Touchdown, West Virginia. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield.
Oh man,
I
can't play defense.
Making the big play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And in fact, this wasn't ever really in question. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Motion from the back. The toss sweep to the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
I don't know which one it's called.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making
Okay,
the
so
play,
we
forcing
are
the
just
incompletion?
can't play defense, can't play offense. What can we do?
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he drops to throw. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
Oh, I thought he dropped it.
What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I thought he dropped
big
it.
time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
And the Longhorns are on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it, the offense ready to go to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there. It just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive? In that time, they just can't come up with a completion.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Fights off the defender. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. I know they were expected to win this game, and they're just about to finish it off, but there is something to be said for handling this type of pressure.
Handling it and squashing it. I mean, what an unbelievable job proving that you're one of the best teams in the country. Like, leave no doubt. That's a good football team on the other side of the field, Palmer, that they just took apart.
Yeah, they've been able to fight complacency all season long. It seems like it never matters who's lined up across from them. They're bringing their A-plus game to the yard, and they did that here today. Statement delivered.
Finding an escape route. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Combs. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. So now on comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Takes a hit as he fires. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it.